Welcome back to Healing Room. If this is your first time here, this is a safe place. No judgment, no rushing, no pretending that you're okay when you're not. Today we are talking about something many women are struggling with silently. Today we are talking about when you miss them, even though they hurt you. Now, let me start with a quick question. Have you ever caught yourself missing someone who broke your heart? And then immediately you felt ashamed of it? I have. And then, you begin to ask yourself, why do I still think about them? Why do I miss their voice? Why does my chest tighten when their names are mentioned or when their name comes across my mind? And then you begin to judge yourself. If that's you, I want you to stay with me because there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. See, before we go in deep, I want you to take a deep breath with me. Inhale slowly and then you exhale. You don't need to defend yourself here. You don't need to explain the story. Just be honest with your heart. Okay? Now, here's the first truth. You don't miss the pain. You don't miss the disrespect. You don't miss the anxiety. You don't miss crying yourself to sleep. What you miss, sis, is the attachment. Your body just got so used to their presence. Even your nervous system learnt their voice, their energy, their rhythm. So when they are gone, it feels like something is missing, even when what is missing was hurting you, right? If this is resonating with you, type "I feel this" in the comment section. Now, let's talk about something we don't name enough. Trauma bonds. Now, if the relationship was hot and cold, if the love came with confusion, if affection was followed by withdrawal, your brain learned to choose, or your brain learned to chase relief. The truth is, you were not addicted to them. You were addicted to the cycle. So when it ends, your body goes into withdrawal. You have that urge to text them, that fantasy that maybe they have changed. You keep telling yourself, maybe they've changed. Oh, can I text them? I feel like texting them. Now, that's not weakness. That's conditioning. You were conditioned to that cycle. And healing means breaking that conditioning gently, not by shaming yourself. Now, this part hurts. The part I'm about to talk about. The part that hurts the most is that you are not grieving who they consistently were. You are grieving who they almost were. Let me know in the comment section if I'm telling you the truth. The version you kept hoping for, that's the version you keep grieving. You are grieving the moments that made you believe maybe this time. So you didn't just lose a person, you lost a dream. And dreams don't disappear quietly. So if you are grieving potential, type "I am letting go" in the chat. Because the truth is, you need to let go. You need to let them go. Now, a lot of times you become lonely. And when you are lonely, your mind becomes an editor. Your mind begins to highlight the times you guys used to laugh together. And then your mind also deletes the tears. You see how your mind becomes an editor? It brings the good memories. It replaces the chemistry. But it will skip the chaos. Let that sink in. So, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because loneliness doesn't mean that they were good for you. It means your heart wants comfort. And familiarity can always feel like comfort, even when it is unsafe. Now, let's honor this. I want you to honor the fact that you invested time, you invested energy, you invested hope, you even invested emotions. You didn't walk away from nothing. Of course, you missed them. Grief is not proof that you make the wrong choice. It is the proof that you cared. And grieving is okay. But here is something I need you to hear clearly. You can miss someone and still choose yourself. I say that because missing is a feeling, but going back is a decision. And feelings don't just make, feelings don't just, they don't help you make decisions for your future. They don't get to make decisions for your future. And that's why I say choose yourself. If you are choosing yourself, type I choose me in the comment. Now, I want you to understand this. What you are really longing for isn't them. Whether you accept what I'm about to say or not, what you are really longing for is not them. What you are longing for is consistency. What you are longing for is safety. What you are longing for is being held without fear, being loved without conditions. They were one source, right? But they were not the source. And just because something is familiar doesn't mean it is meant to return. I want you to see what healing looks like. Healing looks like you not fighting the missing. You're not judging it. You're not acting on the fact that you are missing them, but you let it pass. That is what healing looks like. Because feelings are waves. You don't drown because of waves. You drown when you fight waves. I want you to repeat this loudly or out loud if you can. Say, I can miss them and still move forward. Repeat that. I can miss them and still move forward. You didn't imagine the pain. You didn't exaggerate the hurt. You didn't leave too soon. You left because your soul needed peace. And if this video spoke to you, like it, share it with a woman that needs to heal, with a woman who's struggling silently, and subscribe to our healing room. And tell me in the comments, what are you learning to let go of without going back? Until next time, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with your healing, because you are healing and you are not alone. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.